Today, we're going to look at computing the debt service coverage ratio for a renewable energy project. First, let's look at how the DSCR is typically defined. It is defined as the CFADS, or cash flow available for debt service, divided by the debt service. Lenders will typically ask for at least 1.3 times coverage, which means that the CFADS should be at least 1.3 times as much as your expected debt service in any given period at a minimum. As you can see in this example, if your ratio is higher than 1.3, that's great. But if it's not, then that is a breach. Next, let's look at an example of how DSCR is defined in a facilities agreement. Here, our covenant is the historic DSCR and is defined as the available cash flow divided by the debt service in a slightly more verbose way to what we saw earlier. As you know, in a facilities agreement, a capitalized term means that it's defined. So let's go and look at what debt service is defined as. The definition in this facilities agreement is pretty standard, and we can see that in this renewable energy project, debt service can be defined as the principal payment, the interest plus fees. Let's now apply what we have learned to calculate the DSCR ratio for this particular project. Here we can see that we'll use the BlueGamma Excel Addin to pull in forward rates to calculate the debt service at each future period. We start with the CFADS, and as we move down the page, we have the debt corkscrew, which is around here, and then we apply a straight line amortization to repay our 70 million euros of debt. Next, we specify our index for the interest rate and pull in the live interest rates using the BlueGamma Excel Addin. We add in our margin, and that helps us arrive at our debt service. Next, we add in the two semi-annual periods, and we can then find our debt service coverage ratio, assuming 12-month periods, like we just saw in our facilities documentation. In this case, things look good. We meet our minimum debt service coverage ratio of 1.3 in all forward periods, and there is no requirement for any preemptive action. If you'd like to try out the BlueGamma Excel Addin to calculate the debt service for a project you're working on, let us know in the comments below, or you can set up a trial to try out the add-in using the link in the description below.